All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back to the Paulo Fisher channel. My name's Phil Fisher. Here we do a variety of nerd stuff. Sorry, everybody, just trying to get some caffeine in me real quick. Yeah, updates from the home front. Got a whole lot going on. Still got our little Ollie boy. See if our big face mode works. Big face? Big face works. Nice. I need to reseat that video, but it does work. Yep. Okay, we've been going through a rebrand. There is that. Here I am. Morning. So, yeah, I did get a scene set up for big facing it. So talk to y'all before and after a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So, got this. We also have like a really neat pulling these out right now. The follower emotes. If you refresh your page, you should see brand new follower emote. There they are. Get the derpy grouper, get the ray, the little crab, all new emotes for you all to use. Created by the wonderful Kawaii and Cozy and attributed as such. If you like them, go say thanks. I think they're pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not sure what to paint today. I think I'm supposed to be playing Gaslands this weekend. I gotta figure that out. You know what? Let's just do more zombies today. They're staring at me. I'd love to get them off the table. I also have these Fallout here. I guess if you have a preference, follow that. I also got the Gasland stuff. That's with. I don't know. Let's just do zombies. It's the easiest of all paths, I think, in a lot of ways. You know what? Let's just do the engine. Captain Indecisive today. I should not be the one making. Not quite awake. We got the Red Bull and coffee in front. I'll tell you what. We'll cut over another view. How that goes. Here we go. Still back-a-words. Not in love with. Let me see if I can get this real quick. Horizontal. There. Makes me feel a lot better. Okay. So we got that going. Let's see what we can do with this. I'd love to get a lot of this done if I could. We just have a few parts left to get it off the desk. Got our little display stand over the side here. Make it best with. Grab here. And the box. Here's the rest of the bits. A few more bits here. And of course, sand and dirt. I think we're pretty close. Okay, so here's the back. These two get egged on. Here. Oh no, one, that's right. One goes on the oil pump, other this will go in. I believe this faces out. It does faces out. Okay. Like so. And then these gears get pinned on these. It'll be these ones here. I can get these cut out. Put them. We get the nuts for those. Put these on. Still not sure what color the whole shaft should be. It looks like it would be steel, something like that. Really say. Inside the firewall mount plates at the flush with the rear side of the. I don't think I did that. I did not get it all the way in there. Well, we'll figure that out. That'll have to be something we'll just figure out as we go. This has to go in there somehow. Okay. Goes here in the front of the plate. Nut. Yeah, so that's where your prop would sit. That means this comes off the back through here. Flip freely. Goes somewhere here. tempted just to glue this whole thing, to be honest. I don't know if I want to futz with it. Halfway onto your large airfield by the province, and is flush. Oil pressure nozzle spot indicated in the gun. Slide the rear mounting flange on the end of the air and fuel intake tube and vent. Rear mounting. Okay, did that. Coupling nut. Monoblock lever. The throttle case. Yeah, I've never seen. I have no idea what that. I mean, the point cover spring. Yeah, right here. It just wasn't in the box. No. Maybe I threw it out with some screws. Gear intake. Assemble the two halves of magneto. It's done. Aluminum. The nuts shaft. Oil pressure. Heat the track drive aluminum. Right, so what should they be? Okay. Let's get them on there. I think this is all going to be like silver. And we'll try both of these. We'll see what they look like. The plate mail and the silver. I don't like that. I do have some straight to me up, but it's still just that really messy, separated to me up. No. We'll have to mess with it. All right, let's get this glued on. Get this going. Did accidentally hit the tip here. A little bit of paper towel to clean this up. And there is that. These don't even... Unless they go this way, they might. Yeah, it looks like these just glue on top. They sit there and they glue flush. Silly. I guess that's just what it is. We'll see. These will peg out here. Guess as this comes around the other side of the shaft. That's... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But to be honest, I'm contemplating just taking this to the air booth. The whole bloody thing's aluminum. What do I care, right? The only other thing we'd have to attach is the throttle body. Hey, Hellgrat. Morning. Evening. Whoever it may be. Guess late evening. Yeah, so the throttle body will go on the end there. So, here we go. Pretty good. Oh, it's early evening. That's not too bad. What have you been up to? You gonna stream today? Hey, Drunken Wolf. Welcome in and thank you for the bits. Pick up some. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Work-wise, or well, I shouldn't pry. I won't ask. I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. I'll definitely get some rest and relax. You can get better in paint press. Oh yeah, it's also winter for you. I forgot. You guys are literally going through winter. So, this is like kind of like the distributor. I don't know what to call this. Oh no! Oh no! That's awful. I'm sure it was a work of art, but no. I'm just looking for my pin vise. Reason why. So on the back of this plate. Here we go. These tiny holes, we're supposed to run the ignition wire through, and a couple of them are molded shut. I get in there. Pin vise. Cut through there. So we're gonna grab our trusty little pin vise. Got a little box. This. I have some very, very fine drill bits, which I really used for like, I don't know. These came with, I think, one of the pin devices, but I've broken like 2 of them. So I hesitate to use them, but in this case, it's probably for the best. Now, I would like to get a nicer set of, and like these work well for. I do a lot of magnetization, right? So here's all my magnets. That way, when I'm putting something on, I can magnetize it, drill that out. In this case, I'm trying to get these. All right, let me throw this in the here. One of those things is kind of underrated in the hobby toolbox. My opinion. You always kind of need. But this is the. I know I'm holding this, but I also don't want to snap it off. I don't want to snap the blade. Not applying a ton of pressure here. There we go. Now we're through. Go. Beautiful. Or to do part at all. Being completely honest. Wiring this up. You're saying in the back, pulling out? I'm trying to twist it when I do it. I am spinning it as I pull back. We're trying to. Yeah. All right, we got our pins. And we got something to tie our ignition wires to. And they'll come up and wrap around essentially the spark plug ends. Here. This will sit back here. The wires will come out. Spark plugs from kind of radial connection points. We have this on the back, like so. On there, like that. This is Larone. Ew. Or Lerone, L-E-R-H-O-N-E. I don't know if it's German or French. I'm assuming French. Lerone. But yeah, it's an 80 horsepower 9-cylinder from Williams Brothers. I don't know the year on this kit. Likely, I don't know, 70s, maybe later. This thing is so wild, though. Okay. And I really should find a YouTube video of this so you guys can see this, and I'll do that in a second. But for your traditional, like, rotary engine, yeah. I think they even ran it in monoplanes, but yeah, like it was, I think, pre-World War One into World War One. But the thing that's nuts about this is the whole engine rotated. So we know, right? There's cylinder pistons in here in each of these cylinders that are going to rotate a shaft, right? In a normal rotary aircraft. The thing that's different here is the whole casing spun on the plane. This piece was completely static and bolted, molded, so the prop would mount, like so. You have your prop here, and when you would start it, the whole bloody thing moves. Here, let me show you this. Let me see if I can. Which is completely unconventional. Here we go. Grab. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so it's just I I find it wild that the pistons rotate the full engine and instead of it rotating the shaft. The shaft is static, and then this whole body is rotating around it. It's such a wild concept. Magneto worked off the charge from the mount to the body. Yeah. Oh no, this is stuck. There we go. Yeah. Then I have the right after this. I'm gonna probably do a World War II plane kit after this, and I have one more. Right, 8J. I forget what it is, but I figured we'd finish this one and then start with the other one. Hi, Kawaii and Cozy. I like those new icons, the new emotes that Kawaii and Cozy made. So we've been working on some upgrades. So we're working on some things. Oh, okay. Think about a 4070 generator before alternators became. Oh, 40s to 70s. That makes more sense. It's like, I have no idea what a 4070 generator is. Oh, thank you, Kawaii and Cozy. I love you too. Everyone, my wife, producer, moderator. The Quiet and Cozy. Also now channel artist, Quiet and Cozy. So the new emotes we have are from her. She just had some surgery, so she's been laid up a little bit, which is why streaming schedule has been a little wonky lately. Between the puppy and her, I have very little energy recently, but I'm working on it. I'm getting back into the groove. But yeah, while she was kind of laid up, she does a bunch of emotes. I think there's more coming. So we've got, may have to refresh, but got the Ray Love. We got a few other ones. There we go. Aussie, 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 oi, 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 Aussie, oi, Aussie. I like these. Coffee. Regret, lightly, Ranger. Some game. That's right. Oh great, what game is this from? The Ranger emotes. I made the more pixel art ones, but not very good at it. Why's got the nicer eye for it. Video. Yeah, absolutely drinkable. I think you have to hit affiliate. You need that. Whatever it was, the X amount of hours and average 3 or 5 people. Oh, you get there. Takes a little time. And then you can do all sorts of stuff. Custom raid message. Got, so now that I'm not co-streaming, I can have my ad warning back. Those. I'm working on some sound cues. I think will be a lot of fun. Working on those a little bit in the morning. So I do need to get look at a streamer bot. You want more control of your automations. I just caught him for the first time. Listening yesterday, was it Tuesday? Painting. It would have been afternoon for me, and I think Drunken Wolf is American, I think. But they can correct me. No, I'm not trying to speak for you, bud. And the only reason I catch Hellgrat, I get to catch Hellgrat in the morning, or in the afternoon Aussie time when I'm at work. And then he gets to catch me late at night when I stream like stupid early, like 5 a.m. It is a good egg. Alright, so we might be ready to peg this out. You guys are going to go on here. See, but now this is way too short. The molding screwed me. I'm just going to have to glue these on. Just not going to spin. That's a pain in the butt. That sucks. Only because your beard is white? Mine's getting there. It's totally getting there. There's a little bit here. Yeah, big face cam. It's right there. Coming. Slowly creeping the chin out. Coming. Oh, you're fine. Schedules are good. Just don't burn yourself out drinking well. I feel like that's what I've been doing recently. Bill, you're on? What are you doing on? Bill's gonna watch me bait this thing. Pick it. Pick the camera. Hitting it. Early on, it's good to build schedule because it's easier for people to plan around you. Like if they know, hey, I'm going to be online at 6 p.m. on a Wednesday, it makes life a little easier. But I know that's not always conducive. Like there are plenty of super popular and big communities out there where the streamer is just a rando streamer. Yep, there you go. That's great advice for a start. Yep. Yep. All right, so let's get this glued on, and then we'll go from there. So this into the ridge. So this goes here. I guess this is supposed to rotate with it. Now this through, and this gear like so. Okay. An accessory drive gear. So glue all three of these together, is what it's saying. Glue all of this together. At the rear crankcase cover plate, spark distributor, and the accessory drive. What am I supposed to do with that? That doesn't... Unless it's this way, which it might be. Nope. I give up. Over the engine bearing, make sure it turns freely. Cement the shaft into the air and fuel tank at the firewall mounting plate. So yeah, this will go through, and this will be our bearing. It's actually going to work out fine. Still need to shave this down. Yeah, take your time. It is. I've tried it. You have to kind of keep it plugged in, and it can run really, really hot. At least mine does, and I'm on a Galaxy S21, something like that. But a lot of people have success with it. I just got this is just a webcam, like a Logitech webcam. Or no, this is second market. Gotta prime another bust. What? I mean, they'll do it, but I found them very finicky, and my phone, the USB port, is a little ragged. So I'd bump the camera and like kick the camera off the stream. I was so frustrated with it. It also depends on like what setup people have too. I agree with you, Helgrat. That's the way I would do it. There we go. Okay, so we're not screwed. There. And engine bearing. I just started rolling out this one. this one. I was gonna make like face reveal a big thing, but I don't know. I still have fake Fisher if needed. But I noticed all my other painting friends, they have, you know, an over-the-shoulder shot or a profile shot or something like that. They show themselves as well as the desk. Hey, look, it's me. I'm a real person. Here I am. But yeah, I think this is just a cheapo webcam too. I want to say about the same. This one I think is just a standard HD Logitech one. This one's like supposed to be a 4K one, but I only output at 1080. Take it in. But it's, yeah, you don't need to break the bank. I do have one life hack that I love. That's what I think. You know, I know they just released 2K streaming. Good on you if you want to do that. I'm not even consuming it at 2K. Like, I have a 1080 TV. My phone would probably consume. I don't know. Hoping it would run fine on the 2013 MacBook Pro. Probably if it's just a camera. Webcam, yeah. Wouldn't be too bad. This is Phil C. Ignore it a little bit. This right here. Don't be so aggressive. Let me just get. But this is a tiny MIDI controller, an MPK Mini, and I used it for making music and doing MIDI input. But you can also map all these keys in OBS. This is my beef. A lot of people will do this, and I don't judge people for doing it. They go out and they buy $300 stream decks, switch scenes and stuff. This $100 MIDI controller that I just had for making music does the same thing. It actually has 8 buttons, and you can assign any of the keys as well. So I just use the 8 pads, and the other beautiful thing is that the stream decks don't do. I mean, there is one that has it. I can program those MIDI knobs as well. So when doing bad audio balancing, you can use those knobs as, you know, a knob. Oh yeah, no worries. Sorry, Draco. I wasn't... There's an inundation of gear sometimes you get in this hobby. And you start doing searches, and then you kind of get hit up with this stuff. And if you really want to go crazy, this is about the same. This is APC Mini. Has a bunch of drum pads. It's kind of a sequencer. And then you got sliders. You actually have faders here. Because I use this more in production than I do the other one, this one actually isn't hooked up because it doesn't like playing with the audio software. Like if I were to stream audio software, this would get mad. Anyway, I'm just gabbing away here. Elgrat's got the Matrix going. NVIDIA 1070, 3 monitors, 2 cams, and always have video, Google, Instagram, multiple Twitches up, multiple YouTube running it. I will say I never get... Oh, you're one of those people. Turn off your machine every once in a while, Helgrat. Turn it off every once in a while. Let it sleep. Restart that machine. Oh, you're fine. I'm just giving you grief. Let's get this stuff glued together here. Yep, when it needs to update. Well, hey, you know, I can't fault you. If it's stable, good on you. That's fine. I'm just here gabbing and talking about nothing. Okay. So these holes look like they should be for these. That's not possible. That's not how any of this works. So these are just garbage holes. They mean nothing. And this already says take the raised one, which is this side, not this side, and glue it here. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna glue it there. And how we're gonna do the other piece, I have no bloody idea. We will figure that out. Here, Gavin. Gavin. No, this spins freely on the shaft. Yeah, cement the rear crankcase cover plate. This guy, spark distributor, and accessory drive, because these are gonna spin. Around the bearing. This will get glued in. I should probably sand it a little more. And then this whole assembly is going to spin. So I'll have to align it when I do this. So this will have to be aligned here. For sure. Yeah, these guys. I don't think so, because I think this just sits... I don't know why this doesn't sit well, but I think it's these. I gotta take them off. Honestly, this kit is a nightmare. The instructions are kind of bad. It's fine. I'm spoiled by like Tamiya and a bunch of other modern kits. Go ahead and take these off. I hated working with mechanics after I got my engineer's degree. That's like that's the other side of the architects and engineers rivalry, right? Or it's more on the civil side than like the mechanical side. I feel like this should just fit in here. Got like a little lip like it should. It's almost like this. A ring here. Doesn't slide in. LPG liquid propane. I'm not sure what LPG is. Liquefied petroleum gas. That makes sense. Yeah, I could see how you'd want an engineering degree when you're running like liquid gas pipeline. That makes sense to me. I think it just sits there. I don't know. It's not snapping into the ridge. The part of me just wants to line it up with the bearing. Be like, here you go. I just don't want to glue the bearing in place. That's like my biggest thing. I just don't want to do that. This will all go right here. It doesn't. If I just tack the ends here. We'll try it. We'll try it. I'll put it in and I'll pull it. Make sure it's lined up. For this model, we're going to get new. There we go. All right, we'll see how that goes. I think we're okay on that front. Be pretty good. Yeah, it will be ready to go. Which is wild. This whole thing would turn. And here's your linkages. For your oil pump and the magneto. Magneto here. Here's your oil pump. There's some wire in there. We'll wire it up afterwards. But yeah, that's pretty good. And it looks like these just sit on top. Annoying because let me see if I can shave this guy down. The peg is too thin. I didn't even cut that peg. That peg was that length off the sprue. Let's see. Anyone got any fun plans for the weekends? The gear. Yep. I really like these. These come from... I do have just some straight emery board somewhere. I've got the microfiles. These come from Stevens International Hobby. They come in different grits, but the local hobby shop, they have them in a jar by the checkout, and I always pick one up. You know, those impulse sales. I think they were like $1.50 or something like that. But yeah, this is a 240 by 240 grit on both sides. And they're foam cord. You can do a little bit of wet work with them. You want to do some wet sanding, and they won't necessarily fall apart. Like some of the other emery files I have are, you know, paper. They fall apart too easily. I don't know, the pen is still... We might be able to sprue it out, but I also don't give a shit if this rotates or not. I mean, it'd be cool to keep it where it does rotate, but 260. No, you're right, 240. I know, that's what it says here. I know, it says 240/240. You're right, it probably is closer to probably 2400, if I had to guess. Probably correct them. Because this is really fine. Like if it was 240, it'd be tearing up my hands doing this. But I also have stupid files. I have the polishing files too. Somewhere in the 10,000 grit. What the hell they are. I was talking with AWOL Trooper about these the other day. So cool. Use them on the Gundam cap. Yeah, these are buffing files. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. I think it is 2400. Because it's very thin. It's very fine. These things are even finer. I'm just terrified of dropping them and then them shattering everywhere. Just looking at them off screen. I'm not awake yet. Yeah, these are the glass ones. Exactly. Yeah, I'm really amazed. I think I heard of them first through who really use. I mean, a lot of fine modelers will use them, but the car guys who do model cars, they swear by them for their body buffing. Because the thing that matters the most in the car model is the body buff. Is getting that mirror finish on the body, and they'll actually use it to really make smooth out the prime where it's bad. They love it. They'll tell your son that. Does he do a bunch of model cars? Oh. You're like, no, this isn't Bathurst. Oh, and the drift models. That makes sense. Yeah, then you are definitely burning out a set of tires. That's the name of the game. Are they like methane powered? That fits in there a little better. Battery powered. Oh, okay. All right. It's still a little tight. A lot. Really want this to rotate freely in there. We're gonna have to take a little more. Or we do the inside. Before it even hits this, tight. It's like tight at the back. Tight down here. The other thing we can do, get some of these guys. Try to hit the inside a little bit. Try to open this up a tiny bit. Want this to rotate around that bearing without issue, really. What I need is some like graphite or something. Next time I go to the hobby shop, I'll have to pick some up. Used to sell it for Boy Scouts, the Pinewood Derby cars. Is that a Charger? Yeah, the black Charger. That's fun. I've been thinking about getting a model car, but and I already have so much crap for this hobby. That's nuts. 1/8 that does 140 kilometers an hour. That's wild. That's so fast. And 1/8 is big. It's bigger than the Tamiya I have over there. That's really big. It's like the Tamiya I just wrapped uh, is 1/12, and that's like it's big, bigger than the on the mat. It's bigger than the mat, and I mean that's a long car. That's one car. Everybody, 30 seconds of ads. We'll be back in just a minute. Yep. Yep. Good deal. Yeah, sorry, I run the minimum amount of ads I can run. So, and it doesn't help with the pre-roll. Oh, so you start out with like low drive, so you get a feel, and then jack up the torque and all that stuff, and get a little more. That sounds fun. That's a fun hobby. I would be down. So probably, I don't need to start another hobby, but if someone's like, "Hey, come drift some race, some things," I would. NASA usually only get 1 to 3 ads max. I think I run 1 an hour. I'll have to mess. Guys, give me 1 second. All you hear is just electric whine, and that thing's gone. And it's halfway, like it's a football field down the road. Yeah, that's wild. That's insane. All right, give me a couple minutes, guys. I'm gonna use the restroom and refill my coffee, but I will be right back. I don't have anything particularly sexy to leave with. I'll leave you with this shot. Oh, well, that's nice of them. Not too many ads. I can get behind that. Here in America, well, I guess even for you guys in Australia, we got to give Daddy Bezos the money. Got to do the thing, right? Here, I'll leave you guys with the Tamiya while I use the restroom real quick. Be right back. There she is. I love this thing. This is so cool. But yeah, coffee, restroom. I'll be back in under 3 minutes, probably. See you guys in just a second. Bye. We're back. Oh, not a problem, Helgrat. Enjoy your lurk. We do have lurking commands. I've been slowly building stuff out. So we're working on the audio commands. We do have new emotes, courtesy of Kawaii and Cozy. Ow, still hot. Yeah, this was a 6-month project. Finally wrapped it. Me a big scale. I gotta unscrew the top cover to show you guys everything, but I promise the engine is in there. There's a throttle spring, which I'm mad at myself about, but yeah, I hope to do another one of these soon. One thing I will say is they are not particularly cheap. So it's a once in a while kit. But the Tamiya big scale it's beautiful stuff. Now we're back with our Williams Brothers 2-inch Lerone. I think we're pretty close here. So I think all of this becomes aluminum. Let's see if we can get some coats on it. I don't know, guys. I think maybe what I do is I prime this stuff. Well, this is already primed, so I can paint this. Let's start with this. This will go to the primer. And once we're done priming and painting this and this, we'll go ahead and stick it all together. So we're very close. Maybe one more session, but let's get this painted up. I've had this wet palette sitting here, and I haven't put any paint to plastic at all today. It is on me. Get cracking. I got some other stuff I can do on this guy. So I need my metal, grass, and I think something was like light gray. There we go. Okay. That's a good start. Go from there. Here I'm using Army Painter gunmetal. I also like this is going to be for the headers, the cylinder heads. But let's start with this, which will be probably plate mail. We're going to try both of these, the iron breaker and the plate mail. See which one's closer to an aluminum. I also have a straight silver, but I kind of hate this silver. It does not sit for me the way I want it to. Shake it up a little bit. It's like a purish silver. Try some of this plate mail metal. Oops. Helps if I. Don't get silver all over yourself, Phil. Oh, really? There we go. Let me fix this real quick. Nuts. This is an bottle of Army Painter. Oh. We're going to go with the 3 to start. 6. That actually decides to behave for us. To do this. I'll have a look here. I think this is good. I've also been thinking about, we're almost to 100 followers. I'm going to do something special for the 100 followers. I'm thinking about doing a fuser stream. I don't know how you guys feel about that, or if you have any idea. Oh, no problem. You are all good, Hellgrap, my man. You're just hanging out. I'll caveat this to anyone watching. Don't expect phenomenal paint here. Much better painters out here in this space. I'm okay. I will give myself that. Especially in something like this, we're going with like a model paint. That just kind of means everything's going to be kind of flat. We're going to grease some of it up. Get close to the ends. Definitely going to some washes, some weathering, tiny bit of weathering probably, but definitely a different thing. Than how I'd paint straight miniatures, which I have over here. I have a bunch, right? But I was kind of hoping to get, I don't know, get all chatty today. My fault. Not in a bad way. Much painting done. We'll second coat this here in a minute. I think this is a good color for this. Pretty close to aluminum. I got the tweet, but it's really dried out. I don't feel like spending 20 minutes trying to revive it. What? Kept it around just in case I found something on the Renault. Still a hack jobby here. Not too hack job. Kind of throwing this on. Not too thick anywhere in particular. Nice thing about model kits is you can usually go in and sand if you've done a little nuts. And that stuff back down. Nothing too fancy here. Be at the back, and to be honest, this will probably be on a bookshelf. Got this as a lot from a former coworker of mine, who's I guess he was cleaning out some of his father's stuff, I had all these models. I was like, hey, do you want these? And I was like, sure. Um, definitely among the set had a bunch of Smithsonian stuff. He had a couple of these Williams Brothers kits, which are very interesting. I'm excited to do some of those Warbirds. Got to make room. Right? Get stuff off the bench. To be honest, there's still more. There are two other kits on the bench besides this one currently. The Rebel 144th Apollo Saturn V, which is super close. We'll probably try to finish that one yet next. And then we have the AMT Star Wars Virago, the Black Sun Star Viper French ship. So we definitely have more kits to paint. We'll get there. We're working. So much time you can throw paint down, but we're doing a bunch of stuff. So we got the puppy. Wine Cozy's been routine surgery, so we've been taking care of that. 4th of July holiday. Lots of stuff. Stuff be going on. Now summer in Florida means mow your lawn like every bloody 4 days. A little Ollie still sleeping next to me. Doing okay. Yeah, so it's been a little wild. I haven't made the Tuesday night stream in 2 weeks. I need to get back on that. I'm also thinking maybe streaming 4 times a week is not the smart move. Got some work projects coming up. I guess they're ongoing, but feeling crunch is about to set in. May go down to just twice a week while I deliver that project, and we'll go back or regularly scheduled insanity. Okay. Yeah, we're coming along with this. Too bad. Once we dirty all this up, this will happen. Got multiple coats to do here. We're doing the thing, doing it. Definitely just gonna spray prime rest. Still have a bunch of the aluminum and the gunmetal primer left in the previous projects, and I think it would work well for. I mean, I still got plenty of paint. Not a big. Some of this stuff is gold. Gonna hit it all in aluminum. Find out what needs to be accented. The other thing that bugs me about this kit, there's no paint color markers in this at all. It's in the text. You have to kind of go and look and be like, oh, okay. This is supposed to be aluminum, and that's kind of a pain in the butt. Kind of a nightmare. Here we go. Alright, that's my 15-minute warning. I will have to go, sadly. Gotta go get ready for work. I gotta do. Touch the puppet head. That's okay. A lot of brushes. Not too bad. Not too bad a start. Get a couple passes on some of them. Not awful. Down around the plate here. All right. Real close. It's a little bit of touch up. messy. That'll make me feel like we've come together a little bit. Yeah. We're getting there. Getting there. Gotta get the inside of this oil pump here. Pretty good. This old tack. We can start getting the inside of this plate here. Oh, it actually came off that time. Okay. All right. Side. I'm also sorry, I didn't realize how far away the mic was. It sounded like I was off in the other room there for a little bit. Yeah. Not a bad start for a Thursday. But hopefully everyone's having a great week so far. Well, Grad, I hope you feel better. And, yeah. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that start. I think we're doing okay on this front. Alright. Good start. Happy with that. So, thank you everyone for hanging out today. Do appreciate you coming and saying hi. Thank you, Drunken Wolf, for the 200 bits. Do appreciate that. Never expected, but always appreciate it. See who we got around. We got a preference on a raid target? Let's see who's up. Brushmaster's up. Tell you what, why don't we go say hi to Ollie Makes. Very cool dude. He does guitar repair, and he's currently working. Some sort of telly. Unless you guys have a preference. Yeah, let's go say hi to Ollie. Oh, looks like he just took a phone call. Guess we'll see about that. Alright, let's go to Big Face. Well, thank you guys so much, like I said, for hanging out. Saturday, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do Saturday. Something. Add my text is broken here. Alright, growing pains in the new interface here. We're working on it. But yeah, have a great rest of the day. And I don't want to raise you guys empty. Yeah, let's go to Ollie. You know what? Screw it. We won't raid them. Yeah, we'll here. That works for me. Anyway, I gotta get ready for work. But thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back probably Saturday. At the very least, we'll be back Sunday evening. I think we're back on our Shelley Duvall for All Golf with Friends World Tour. So we got another 3 to 4 rounds we're gonna put in there, and we'll be ready to go. Yeah, I'll see y'all soon, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.